riding in a 68 no power steering, braceless, prom-colored GMC. Blake is truly committed to his truck.
His truck is the only thing he's committed to.
Committed. C-O-M-M-I-T-T-E-D. Committed.
Because of her 2000 reigning watermelon queen, Heather Bassel is still dedicated to the citizens of Rush Springs. Each year at the festival, she opens her own snow cone stand. Colt assists her and usually ends up wearing more of the flavors than he gets on the ice. It's a trick he learned from Heather.
Where in the world is Todd Miller?
Well, I hear Michelle still depends on the internet to keep up with him. Michelle and Todd now have 2 children, and she has successfully taught them how many piggies they have. She was thrilled about that.
Did you get that one, Michelle?
Do you remember how much money Chris Bradford used to spend in the candy machines at school in between classes? Well, he is now the new Tom's Candy Man and drives his school routes. He leaves a code for a candy bar in some lucky kid's locker ever stopped. At Rush Springs, he always leaves it in locker number 117.
Ashley Jeffries had an eye for dating Army hunts, so she joined the Army so she could have her pick. She became a doctor and volunteered to be in charge of all Army physicals. What a job.
We thought that Jamie Jordan's heart would never heal, but we see that Sylvia has put a band-aid on his widow broken heart. Jamie is now a professional singer, and music critics say that he's at the same caliber as Fred Durst of Limp.
Joshua P.W. Dennis. Josh Dennis loved to hunt and had aspirations to be a world-renowned hunter, but he got married instead. Unfortunately, his wife detested hunting, and to please her, he gave it up. Now he is magically teacher reclining in the red chair that he stole from band class and became a chicken farmer because he sold his pets.
Our own Arlen Boyd, 2000 football homecoming queen, entered the wonderful world of soap operas. She replaced the aging Erica Kane on All My Children. What is her claim to fame on daytime TV? Her passionate kisses. Buddha, she is still reliving that homecoming kiss.
Gary Jones, never got a license to tattoo, but is still doing it illegal. On the black market using Stormy Smelly as his model. He is also a Ron Howard lookalike and earns extra money on the side during the open lookalike contest.
Ashley Haskell Johnson found a profession that suited her, blossoming personality. She is a critic and writes for a newspaper column. What does she critique? Just about everything.
Jason, Cody, Fred, Bob, poor Jason hasn't figured out who he is. So how could he decide on the future? He's still living in Rush Springs, playing old Nintendo games and trying to go on band trips with Mr. Haskins.
Amanda Cagle rose to new heights when she became the anchor woman with Charlie Gibson on ABC's Good Morning America. She is the favorite since Joe London. She does commercials encouraging individuals with strong opinions to suck it up. Her motto is, what a wonderful world it can be.
James Petty. Even though he didn't get to play much, James Petty was so dedicated to the Redskins basketball team in high school that he went off to college to become a coach. Now he leads the teams to victory. Well, and Coach McGuffey is his assistant.
Jennifer Poole is a carnival carnival queen, and she travels the circus doing all kinds of jobs. Her main one is a manager in charge of hiring charming hunts. But she also makes sure that the trucks get the right fuel in their tanks. Jennifer, is it diesel or unleaded?
We see Stormy playing the role of Judge Judy on NBC. She handles all of the cases involving broken relationships. However, her one big dilemma is to this day is whether to keep Drew or take a walk on the wild side. Ross Long and Donnie Davis gave up their Redskin jerseys for cheerleading outfits at Rose State College. The success lasted for only 2 years, at which time the only opportunity open was a spot on Saturday Night Live as Spartan cheerleaders.
Jenny Wilson was always late for band class and just had a tough time being on time. She now sits to her own beat and is backpacking across Europe. She enjoys her life and has no schedule to follow.
All of the sports bookkeeping paid off for Evan Woodman. He is now on ESPN and is expected to be the next Frank Gifford of the sports world. Evan, we hope you find your Kathy Lee.
The 2008 Winter Olympics held in Aspen, Colorado, added a new event to the popular ski competition. The event was for rookies like our own Britt Williams, who jump high and fall hard. Britt actually won a gold medal for the worst fall in the competition.
Lonnie Heatley always danced to a different drum in high school. She was independent and freely expressed her individuality. Her unforgettable laughter and spontaneous behavior landed her a role in a box office hit, Shot-a-Lot, a romantic comedy starring Chris Rock.
Yeah. Just picture this in your head, okay? It is the year 2051 AD, and Ashley is setting in for the evening in Space Lab Orion, somewhere near the Horsehead Nebula. She remembers a task an old classmate had requested from Stellar Communications. Michelle asked her to search through her memorabilia for any information from the night of April 7, 2001, their prom and banquet night. This occasion, a tradition long since dead, revolved around students who attended an educational facility as a class for 13 years, culminating in a formal ceremony of graduation. The banquet, prom, was a celebration of friendship between the students, faculty, administration, and board members for the educational system. As Ashley pulled an antique plastic container from under her personal cubicle, anticipation began to swell in her emotions. She located the folder labeled Prom 2001 and removed various artifacts, a program, some napkins, snapshots, and a piece of paper entitled Senior Wheels. Her first reaction was one of amusement as she read through the names on the document. It began. Jason Brown wheels Tim Foster a new red and black bandana for his nose so that he can keep the fluid on his hand clean. Jason Willoughby wheels Kyle Gifford $2 a day so that he will be able to cruise around Rush Springs next year without his gas tank on empty. Chris Bratcher wheels Jennifer Austin the ability to do trigonometry and calculus by herself. Stormy Smelly wheels Lindsay Lester an inside voice and a volume button.
Ashley Smith wheels Joseph Melton, Jake McLaughlin, and Cody Sweat for amazing ability to be on time for sixth grade. The senior girls of the academic team wheel Dallas Gibbs the ability to buzz in and stand strong against those male egos on next year's team. Jenny Wilson and Ashley Johnson wheel Jennifer Austin, all of our being on task lectures from Susan at Main Street Pizza. Evan Woodman wills Kevin Tennyson the ability to be an all-state tight end for Arkansas State Chiefs.
James Petty wills Kara Sharp the ability to drive around at lunch with the radio at a reasonable sound level. Aaron Mallory wills Joseph Melton all the points he has left on his driver's license, since Aaron probably has more to spare than he does. Britt Williams and Chase Griffin will leave Paris a new need in order to lead his team to at least one victory in basketball this year. Story Snelly wills Dawn Wilhelm the ability to go through a whole season and not get hurt.
Evan Woodman, Jared Turner, and James Petty will Chris Hoffman and Jared Funk our football playing field in hopes that they have an unbeatable season. Jared Turner would like to will Robert Martin the right to have first dibs on the chocolate donuts in the snack machine. Just remember to share. Michelle Miller wills Jennifer Trammell the ability to drive while talking on a cell phone and to remember where the end button is. Bill Rice wills Dee Dee Mays his feminine side because he didn't need it and everyone went to use it
Blake and I will Natalie the ability to know what a gas pedal is and to be able to breathe while she is sleeping. Will Dustin Nichols the ability to start something and finish it. Thomas Jarvis, Heather Bassel, and Jason Willoughby will Jason Bean Cavity the starting role in Bean 2 the sequel. Jason Brown wills Cody Sweat the ability to add playing the drums to his list of many talents, such as playing the bass, hunting, trapping, and rolling his truck.
Chris Bradger will Sasha Head chain from eyebrow ring to her tongue ring. That's gotta hurt. Jason Riddles wills Tony Stevens the ability to find a good job that provides him with all the fun he desires and a great paycheck. Good luck. Ashley Jeffries, Arlie Lloyd, and Ashley Johnson will Eve Jeffries' independence and perceptiveness of the world around her. In addition, her sister Ashley wills Eve the knowledge that she is always there for her, and the ability to find a real man that'll give her the name. Jenny Wilson wills Chance Soda the ability to get the A in Spanish that he just barely misses each time.
Britt Williams and Chase Griffin will Amanda Griffin the ability to choose a boyfriend under the age of 20 and over the age of 15. On behalf of the town of Rush Springs, Michelle Miller and Lonnie Heatley will Missy Moore the ability to remove the blinders from her eyes so that she will know when somebody is taking it. Julio Blake will Zaz the ability to grow a beard and look like Russell Crowe, while he also will Colt Looper their respective crowns. Bill Rice wills Victoria Plata his lack of modesty, and no Vicky, 2,000 on long ago.
Thomas Jarvis was Brett Myers the ability to jump higher than the mere 2 inches. Jason Brown was Jacob Lawson, the adoration of all the junior girls who will be seniors next year. Booter Blake will Charlotte Funk the ability to go out on a date before she gets out of high school. Bill Rice was Leanne Adams, his sense of decisiveness, because in a world of ketchup and mayonnaise, she wants mustard.
I was just playing Charlotte. Josh Dennis was Brett Myers some of his coordination, so he will be able to climb into a treehouse and not fall out. Doug Banner, August 1999. Jane McClure wills Charlotte Funk the ability to get dressed before coming to school, and she also wills Dee Dee Mays her ability to be quiet in class. Gary Jones wills Cody Crosso's ability to pass all classes while doing as little work as possible. Jimmy Branstad wills Cassie Howard his ability to get to class on time. Is there some irony in that, Jimmy?
The Wood Tech class wills Jason Cabin the ability to cut his angles on the right side of the board. Lee Dorman wills Cole Luker the ability to stay awake while coon hunting so that he won't be left behind. Ross Mogg wills Natalie Fitzpatrick a triple A card for when she has a wreck in bad weather. Ashley Johnson, Michelle Miller, and Arlie Lloyd will Jennifer Tramble the ability to make it through life when the waters get hot. And last but not least, Cody Crossow has been teased about not getting his license for the last couple of years. Well, we hate to say it, this year is no exception. So the senior class got together to get you a little something to make it not hurt so bad. Come here, Cody.
Thanks.